I'm Russ Jones. Welcome back to Smoky Ribs. We are out here in nature. We're on a little camping trip. Thought I'd carry you along. It is so peaceful out here. Real wooded area. This is Shepherd State Park right here in Mississippi. Nice cool day. It's Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving. My son is a photographer. He actually shoots images for Guy Harvey magazine. Well, today he's just getting a lot of nature shots, what's out and around us. Anyway, we're going to be doing some cooking. We're going to start with like a mountain man breakfast or a country style breakfast. And you could easily do this at home. Actually, you'd probably do it easier. I'm doing it on the Weber kettle. A little later on this afternoon, we're going to be doing an old Southern classic, fish and grits. Going to be good. Stick around.
If you wanna cook backyard barbecue till you get your feel, you come to the right place. Russ Jones Smoky Ribs. Smoky Ribs. Smoky
Giving you a little shot of our campsite here. There's my son Derek. Been a long time since we've been camping. Tell you what, really enjoying this. We are hungry, getting ready to make some breakfast. Drip and Griddle. It's made by the Drilling Company. They sent this out to me. And what I like about this is it's really designed for the Weber kettle, as you can see, but you can do this on any grill. It's got handles. You can use it to griddle with, like I'm getting ready to do here, or you can use it underneath the grate for indirect cooking. Uses a drip pan to catch all your renderings and all, such as from a prime rib or whatever. You know, if you want the drippings to where you can make a gravy, perfect utensil here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this bacon started. All right, let's take a peek at our bacon, see how we're coming along. Oh yeah, these are frying up nice. All right, our bacon is almost ready. Next, inside the dripping griddle is going to be these Ruby Sensation potatoes. These things are delicious. We're going to let these brown, add a little garlic, a little parsley. We're going to season it up. That's step number 2 into this breakfast. Going in with these Ruby Sensation potatoes. And yes, they're going to be cooking in bacon fat. We're going to take around 20 minutes to get these like I want them. Add a little seasoning. Put a little bit of salt, not much. Our bacon's going to have a salt content as well. And a little black pepper. Get a good coating of oil on all your potatoes. All the oil has ran off to this side. This Weber obviously is not sitting very level on this ground. Now if you're doing these at home, you can also use olive oil in place of the bacon grease, which will give you a healthier alternative. All right, we just want to spread and layer these back out. Put our lid back on. That's going to get this Weber back to the heat it needs to be, and these should cook just fine. All right, we'll check back on these in about 15 minutes. All right, let's take a look at our potatoes. We've been going roughly 15 minutes, and they are just about there. You have to go in here from time to time and give them a flip to where you get a good brown on all sides. These are almost ready. Last thing you want to do to this, I've got about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic that I minced up. You want to add that to your potatoes. Along with that, a little parsley. All right, I'm going to cover it back up. We'll let this go, like I said, about another 2 minutes. I've removed the potatoes. They are done. I've got a cast iron pan. We've got it slid over more direct heat, going in with 2 tablespoons of butter. Going to allow this to melt. Our butter is melted. We're going to transfer these potatoes into this skillet. Now into this, I'm going to add 12 eggs that I've already taken and scrambled. Pour this in. Give this a good mix. Got some block cheese that I've grated. Just put however much cheese you like. I like a lot of cheese. Now we're going to add in the bacon. All right, these eggs have not been seasoned. Once again, it's low salt, so just gonna put a little. That bacon's salty already, but we don't want it bland. Not even 1/8 of a teaspoon. And a little black pepper. Gonna give all this a good mix. All right, I'm going to pull this back to indirect heat now that we got it started. We're gonna put the lid on this. We're gonna let it cook so long this way, then I'm gonna turn it around for even cooking. All right, we are done. Look at that. Look how it poofed up. Looks perfect. Gonna reach in here and scoop me out a piece. Come on over here, Derek, and get you some. Here you go, throw your plate over here and I'll get it for you. Perfect. All right, let's go eat. All right, let's see how I did. Man, is it just me or does food taste better cooked outdoors? This has got everything all in one. You got your potatoes, you got your bacon, you got cheese, you got eggs, all holds together nice just like this. What do you think?
Really good.
Yeah, I used to make this a lot at the house. I don't know if you remember it back when you was a kid. We called it, I think it was country style breakfast or something. The only thing I did different back then is you could buy the little canned white potatoes that's already cooked, and it just is saving time is all that's doing. But I'm here to tell you, don't skimp. Do it like I did right here. These potatoes are delicious with the garlic and everything as I did. Really good. All right, I think it's time to go play and have a little bit of fun. I think you're going kayaking here in a little bit and get some photos, right? All right, let's eat and get that done. All right, I got my son Derek. He's getting ready to take the kayak, and he's just going to be buzzing down this little bayou here. The mouth of the West River is right around the corner. Like I said earlier, he is a photographer, and he's just going to go out and try to get whatever kind of footage he can get. And whatever he comes back with, I'll do a little slideshow here as part of this video, show you what he's got. All right, while he's gone, I'm going to show you what's going to be my home for the next 2 days. Now, I'm not as young as I used to be. I would take a sleeping bag and sleep right inside there, right on the ground. But as you can see, I've got 2.5 feet of pure air, and it is comfortable. I got my heater off to the side there. It's supposed to dip down to 36 tonight. Works great. This is an 8-man tent. Take you around the outside. Home sweet home for 2 days. Now, even though I have an 8-man tent, I have it all to myself. Derek, he bought this thing here a while back. It's a tent hammock type contraption. Not really sure what you call it. But you zip yourself up in there with a sleeping bag, you're good to go. That's what he'll be sleeping in. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and that breakfast is already wore off. So what I'm making now is the fish and grits. What I have in this pot is 1 cup of just plain water, 2 cups of chicken broth, and 3/4 cup, half and half. We are just now starting to come up to a simmer. Now you gotta add salt. I'm gonna say about 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna add in a little seasoning. This too has salt in it. All right, now I'm going in with the grits. Now these aren't just your store-bought grits. I got these from a guy at work. His uncle has a grist mill. This is the real deal stone ground grits. Just gonna stir these in. These stone ground grits, this ain't no instant grits like you see in your stores. This is the real deal. We're gonna be going at least 30 minutes. We'll end up with a nice creamy texture on these. Gonna go real good with this fried fish. What you're looking at here is 4 fillets of speckled trout. This is from our trip just the other day with Andy Jones with Wicked Fishing Charters. I want to thank Andy again. If you missed that video, look in the description box. I'll have a link to that video. Awesome fishing, and it really produced a lot of fish. This is just very little what we got. Going to drop our first few fillets in here. All right, we're going to fry 2 at a time. I've only got 4, 2 for me, 2 for Derek. Grits are ready. We'll be eating shortly. When your grease settles way down like it is now and your fish is floating, you're done. We're going to go ahead and remove these. Here you go. This is a Southern classic. This is fish and grits. The two just go together, man. It's something magical that happens, the flavor of the grits with the fried fish. You can also do your fish like a blackened or even grilled. Really good. All right, let's try these grits. This is some of the creamiest grits you'll ever try. Oh man, that chicken broth really adds a lot to grits, a lot of flavor. Put a little fish in there on this, combine the two together. I tell you what, this is just good down-home comfort food. It really don't get much better than this. I hope you give this a trial one day. It don't have to be speckled trout. It can be any fish of your choice. Do it with some grits. It's good for breakfast, lunch, dinner, any time of the day. We appreciate you tagging along on our little camping adventure here. It's just beginning for us. It's midday. We're going to be here through the night and probably half a day tomorrow before we break camp and get back into the real world. Hope you enjoyed these few recipes in this video. Be sure to check out the description box below. I'll have some links in there, and one of them is to my son Derek. He's got his own website for his photography as well as his social media. As I mentioned earlier, he is a photographer for Guy Harvey magazine. You'll be able to see a lot of his work on his website, and he has a store in there as well if you'd like to purchase some. Just make sure you check it out if you would, please. Thank you again. Until next time, smoke your ribs.